Went to the left and he continued push me. He continued closing the door basically while I was coming. And I decided at one point there was not really much room. The grass was there. Hi, I'm Kévin Estre. I'm French, 34 years old, professional racing driver for Porsche Works driver. I'm living in Austria and I'm racing in the WEC on the number 6 Porsche Penske Motorsport hypercar, and as well in various GT racing like Daytona, 24 Hours Le Mans, Nurburgring, 24 Hours Spa. Petit Le Mans now in 2 weeks, so different races in GT, but my main program is the WEC with Penske and in the hypercar category. Yeah, my epic story in motorsport is, or the most epic is probably the pass on the grass on the Nurburgring Nordschleife. This was 2019, 24 Hours of Nürburgring. I was driving the Manta Grello, the number 911, probably one of the fan favorites on this track. And it was, I think, hour 4. We were fighting for the lead against the Mercedes from, I think, Black Falcon was at the time. Dirk Müller in the car, and I was catching him.
Right-hander just beyond Kittelbacher Hoor and then up towards Flugplatz, but Estre so close. All he needed was a slight left-hand kink in the road to be next, and he would have taken the race lead. Kévin Estre having to get out of the power as they headed towards the double right-hander just beyond Kittelbacher Hoor.
It was really difficult to pass, but Döttinger Höhe, so the very long straight on the Nürburgring, which is 3 kilometers, is the best way to pass a car.
So far the Mercedes can hold the Porsche back, but coming next, the Döttinger Höhe, and I think this Merc's going to be a sitting duck.
Double apex right-hander at the gallows corner coming through now. Merc gets a good run into the first part, maybe a little bit of an early apex in the second part, but drifts out towards the right line now. To coin a phrase that I've used once or twice before, who's got the ponies? Is it the big twin turbo V8? Is it the normally aspirated 4 litre flat 6? The Porsche's edging closer in the aero wash of the Mercedes AMG. It's getting closer. They're coming towards the Bilstein Bridge now, and all of a sudden...
And I had a good draft, a good tow, good slipstream, so I came back on him. And we were catching a very slower BMW on the track, which was on the right side of the track. And he sort of drove in the middle, so I knew if I was gonna go to the right side, he was gonna push me into this BMW and I was never gonna pass. So I went to the left and he continued push me. He continued closing the door basically while I was coming, and I decided at one point there was not really much room. The grass was there.
The gap starts to come down much quicker as he gets into the hole in the air made by the Mercedes, drifts over, 2 wheels on the grass, the pass on the grass for the lead, 3 wide under the Bilstein Bridge. That is extraordinary, absolutely incredible, audacious. I can't think of anything else to say to that.
But that's the moment where, let's say, the decision has to be made for me very quickly. Either I lift or I stay flat and decide to go a little bit on the grass at the beginning. That's the decision I took, the risky one. So I went a bit on the grass, and then he continues to push me, but I had the momentum, so I keep staying flat and be a bit quicker than him. And then when I was almost beside him, he decided finally to open, to let me come back on the track, which was good because I had most of half of the car in the grass, and the big curve was coming straight in front of me because the corner was arriving, and I could definitely not stay there with this I don't know, 20 centimeter, 30 centimeter curve arriving.
I didn't think he was going to do it.
I thought he was going to back out.
As you said, no, but I didn't think he was going to catch him. And then, as you said, got within a car and a half, and then all of a sudden, boom, here comes the turbo boost from from the Porsche. The Mercedes tries to close the door far too late from Muller, and Kévin Estre says, no you don't, sunshine, I'm having the race lead.
It was like the car had turbo boost. That's a normally aspirated car. How far the grass was he? He was half a car's width on the grass. Oh my goodness, it wasn't just dropping a wheel over, he was grass cutting at 180 miles an hour. That's the world's fastest lawnmower.
So he finally opened the wheel a little bit and let me come back on the track, and then we did the corner together, and I had the momentum and I could pass for the lead.
Estre takes the lead. Manthey Racing lead at the Nürburgring 24 hours with 2 tyres on the grass. When Dirk Muller closed down on him to try and hold him back, he would not be denied.
Just absolutely phenomenal driving from Kévin Estre.
It was quite intense, quite a lot of adrenaline. I think more for the people outside than for me inside, because it happened quite quickly and you kind of feel in control somehow. And I don't know, I had the feeling that he would have the respect and the respect between the race drivers to finally open the door and let me by, or let me do my pass. But it was definitely hot, and I got some of my bosses which were sort of happy, but also small tap in the hand telling me that it was way too risky for a 24-hour race. But in the end, I think it's now it's 5 years ago, and everybody still remember that. So it's part of let's say of my racing style and my whatever pedigree in racing. Well, it's a 24 hours Nürburgring is a long race, but you have to be in front all the time, because you can be separated by the code 60, by yellow flags and everything, and every second you lose to the first guy can bring you from 5 seconds to 30 seconds if you're unlucky. So I knew that it was very important to get to the lead, and that's why I took this risky choice. And the fact to pass him was definitely a great feeling, because I achieved my goal, and it was probably a ballsy one, but I made it stick, and I knew that it was like this we could build on a gap probably to him, or we were faster than him, but it was very difficult to pass in these GT cars. You have some aero wash when you follow closely, and the Mercedes is a very strong car, so we knew being in front is gonna help us a lot during the race. And so I was very, very proud of what I achieved, I have to say, knowing that there was still 20 hours to go and a lot of stuff could happen, but definitely getting into the lead in that type of race is something, is always a good achievement. And in that way, having the helicopter filming and everything made it some sort of a magical moment of the 24 hours Nürburgring in the last years. They said, like, we knew you were crazy, but not that much. So, I mean, in the end, nobody was angry, because nothing was broken on the car and everything was okay. Just my boss was not angry, but a little pissed off, and let's say he was very anxious, or he was scared that something could happen and would lose the race. But no, the teammates, I think right after I saw Lawrence Vantor, which congrats me and told me that he didn't thought that I was that crazy, but well, now he knows.